Well, my coach is Australian. He was here for last 2 days, and then my osteopath is whole Australian, and then my previous caddy was Australian. Right now, unfortunately, he's not with me anymore. But this week I'm gonna be with Michael Patterson, which is he caddied for Kariev so long. So I think he's kind of have like Australian sense. So yeah, I have a lot of team. Who is Australian, so I got a lot of influence by Aussie. I mean, maybe that's why I love Vegemite so much.
Yes, yeah. And have you played Kuyonga before?
No, I haven't played this golf course before, and this is my second time visit Adelaide. And then last time when I visited here was in 2006. I played a Queen Circuit Cup at the Royal Adelaide. I heard it's been changed, but I had a really great experience when I played a 2006 Queen Circuit Cup. So I was really excited to come here, and then it's definitely a really, really nice place to come.
And you were last year, 2017, you were number one for, was it 4 or 5 months?
Well, I actually haven't really counted.
Yes, yeah.
But I think that was long enough, but I cannot wait to get back to that position again.
And this, if you were to win this week, would that put you back on top? Or I don't know if we've done our calculations, it will come close.
I'm not really follow like what tournament can make me number one, and I haven't really followed that kind of stuff, but only one thing I can tell is like as long as I do my best, as long as I just do my best for each shot, each hole, each tournament, I think that's the best way to got back to number one position, and that's definitely my goal for this year as well.
You felt very comfortable in number one?
It wasn't actually. Like when I first time became a number one, I didn't really know how it felt like, but after being a number one for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I started to feel a lot of pressure. Yeah. But good thing was a lot of my good friends was previous number one, like Inbi Park, Ai Miyazato, and Yanni Sang. So they gave me a lot of great advice. So they were the one definitely helped me to enjoy the being number one.
Great. Open for questions now. And there's your Vegemite on toast, should you need it.
Huh?
You better explain this.
To explain, what she said that you're almost Australian. You're practically an Australian, so we thought you might need Vegemite this morning to start your day.
Yeah, that'll be nice. And then actually, like, I'm a good friend with Sarah Jane Smith, and then she always carried a Vegemite. Then every morning when I meet her at the dining, I always ask her can I borrow your Vegemite? Then she said, like, if you eat Vegemite, you're definitely honorary Aussie. So she called me honorary Aussie as well.
Yes, that's where it all came from. Any questions on the golf or just Vegemite? Yes, Steve. Over to you.
What are your initial impressions of Kuyonga, and how will you, I guess, take the course and take the ball after play smart?
I think Kuyonga is really, like, it's fantastic golf course. You have to have all sort of shot to play really well. You have to know how to draw, how to fade, and then green's kind of not like really small green, but because it's so undulated, you only can land it at a few spots. So you have to be smart to get close to pin. And sometimes just middle of the green is the best spot. You know, you don't really need to hit it to the pin. So you definitely have to have great shot skill. You have to have great course strategy. You have to have, I think it's good. You definitely need a good caddy's advice as well. So I would say if somebody is in good condition with the long game, that one definitely have a chance to win the tournament. Then hopefully that's gonna be me.
Sorry, just a follow up. So do you envisage like a low score at the end of the tournament, or have you?
I played on Monday and Tuesday, when judging by those 2 days. Morning is a bit calm, but afternoons always pick up the wind. But today, like, wind already picked it up even in the morning. So if it's windier, I definitely can say low score is really hard to make it.
Mark.
You're an addict. Is it the tougher it gets, the more your chances of winning become? Is that pretty much it, like in comparison to the rest of the field?
You mean just for myself?
Yeah, like you're not faced by tough conditions, others might be. Does it play into your hands if it gets tougher?
I think if it's windy, definitely tougher. Also, green's really firm, so I have to say that I always struggled to do like chipping for the last 2 days, so I had to practice a lot with the chipping. So I still think I still need a final tune to do my best for the next 4 days.
So Yeon, you started to hit a little bit longer last year. That's obviously one of your strengths in your game. How's your putting going?
Actually, putting is always the part I was really stressed about. But what I learned is, you have to enjoy it. But really good thing is I was able to work with the Ian Breaker Finch. Then he always tell me to just enjoy the practice. And he's the one really helped me out to how to enjoy my putting practice. And these days I really enjoy it. Then I am more... I think my problem is every time when I struggle with my putting, I always ask someone like, what is my problem? What should I fix it? But these days what I'm really focused on is I just try to figure it out myself. I think I'm the one do putting, so even though you can see something from the outside, you never really know how I feel it. So during this winter season, I really tried to figure it out what could be the most important key to putting really well. Then I sort of can say I think I found it. So we'll see, because I wanted to see it at Bahamas, which is my first tournament of the year, but it was so windy, so it was really hard to tell. So hopefully my putting gonna work really well this week. Then hopefully I can stick to that key point.